Download the BCSN Plus app today. Visit bcsnnation.com for details. On the Diamond with Duane is brought to you by State Farm agent Julie Spann Johnson. Covering your bases and protecting your future. Call Julie for all of your insurance needs.
League play is heating up in softball, and that means it's time for On the Diamond with Duane. The race for the NLL crown is always one of the most fun, but we'd be remiss if we didn't mention Clay, who's always a contender, especially under the leadership of head coach Brenda Radebaugh.
Yeah, Brenda's been there for 25 years, and when you talk about Northwest Ohio, you have to include Clay in that conversation. Since she's been there in those 25 years, she has taken them in 4 different leagues, won 13 championships, won 6 district titles, and 2 runner-up regional titles. So again, there's no other school around that can talk even close to what Clay has done in those 25 years.
Another NLL power in the Buckeye division, though, is Perrysburg. They're led by a senior in Haley Griggs, who comes from quite an athletic family.
Yes, she does. Her mom and dad from Wasion were 3-letter winners when they played their sports and went on, and they're currently in their Hall of Fame out there as well. Her sister plays in the ACC playing for Pittsburgh, and when Haley went down to watch Pittsburgh play Florida State, she fell in love with Florida State, and through that communication, she's now headed down to Florida State.
It'll be fun to have that rivalry within the family. Now, we saw Perrysburg pick up a big win today over Anthony Wayne. So, Duane, I got to know, how is that going to impact your top 10?
One of the top 10, if you're looking there, we've got kind of the movement that's going on. We moved Perrysburg obviously up to the top. Springfield stays the same. Everybody else, you can see their movement, and we have now added Lake Flyers as part of that top 10.
And the road doesn't get any easier for Perrysburg, as they will travel to face Springfield coming up. Looking ahead as well on the BCSN schedule, we'll have Whitmer and Whiteford next week, as well as the Battle of I-75. What can we expect from that between Bowling Green and Toledo?
Well, with a new coaching change at Bowling Green, and the kind of I've been able to cover both Bowling Green and UT so far this year, and watching the two of them, I think Bowling Green is the team that's going to probably walk away with the victories in that battle coming up starting on Friday.
Rivalries always bring out the best between two teams. We now turn our attention, of course, to feature some of our local high school athletes who will be going on to the next level, and we start with the Springfield Blue Devil. Yeah,
the first one we're going to talk about is Cam Eckhart, who now is going to go on and play at DePaul. The next one we have from Lake is Dem Isabel, that's going on to Detroit Mercy, who's going to join a fellow teammate of Springfield and Schlachter. And then we have Leah Walford, who's going to go to Terra State. So those are the 3 players that we've selected this week to identify that's going to go on and play collegiate ball.
Their future is ahead at the next level, but right now we have to talk about an evergreen alum. She was known for her home run hitting power in high school, and she's doing the same at Penn State.
Yes, she has. And the Big Ten is tougher this year. We've added UCLA and Oregon, those teams that's always in the top 25 in the NCAA Division I. So they're going to struggle a little bit more, but she's gone out there and really made some noise, doing really well. She started in 20 games. She's batting a .327. She has 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, and they have a slugging percentage of .538. So as a freshman, that's phenomenal.
The bat's never cooling off for Macy Chamberlain. But Duane, we can't wait to see what happens throughout the rest of league play. Thanks for coming in today.
Yes. Make sure you tune in next week, because we may have some really big surprises of who our team of the week spotlighted and our player of the week spotlighted, and how that movement in the top 10 happens.